Hey y'all, good Saturday evening to you. Been a pretty productive day here on the place. I finally got this old burn pile that's been giving me a fit down to size where I can knock it out. Before we get into a few things I got on my mind, I wanted to be sure to give a somber Texas hat tip to George H.W. Bush. He wasn't a Texas native, but born in Massachusetts, but he was sure a Texan at heart. Well, if you knew, he was the youngest aviator to join the Navy back in post-attack on Pearl Harbor. But I think he got to Texas in late 40s, which made his fortune in oil in West Texas. But definitely a countryman. Politics aside, he served his country from being a veteran to state senator and all that, and eventually the president of the United States. So hat tip to George H.W. today, 94 years old. I got after it today. Of course, I said I was going to clear this old hedge. As I was working on it today, y'all know old Uncle Remus and Burr Rabbit. Burr Rabbit had a laughing place. So my sister and I was talking here a while back about, she teaches second graders down in the Conroe area. And they always get a kick out of some of the things I share. I know back earlier in the summer we was exploring some lessons out here with sassafras and digging worms an old-fashioned way and different things. And I told her I'd have to start sitting down and maybe reading some of the old stories, the old folk tales. I was always an avid reader, and she was too. She went on to get a master's degree in library science, so I guess books are a big part of her life, aren't they? But I was thinking I need a little thinking spot. And what better spot than this old tree? So I got to punching through it. And my good buddy Tony on last night said it on the little talk we had. And he said it to me in private conversations before. I think he's nailed it. This old washboard thing, kind of a sounding board for me to learn a few life lessons. I posted earlier, couldn't get down this old trail because I punched through it so quick and hard and just left it in my wake and turned around to walk out, and sure enough, I had blocked my path with all the debris. They say when the student's ready, the teacher appears. In this old life lesson today, I was looking at it and thinking back over my life, and I don't know if y'all can relate. I was the world's worst at it. I sure learned a lot of lessons this year, but you get so busy sometimes chasing a career or a life or whatever it may be. I mean, you're just blowing through it, and you hit the goal, and you look back, and your whole life's in shambles. Your family's grown, or maybe you neglected them more than you should, and they went different paths than you would have hoped for. But sometimes we got to do a little slower. If I'd have taken my time and cleared as I went, I wouldn't have had the triple and double work I did just shortly ago. But I got a little spot cleared out here. Cleared the old fence row and stood up the post. I've moved my chair out here underneath this big old 300-year-old oak. And I think I like it. I think coffee will taste pretty good out here. What do y'all think? So we'll give it a shot. Might read a few stories around this old fire for Kimberly's class, put them on YouTube. But I enjoy the old tales, Paul Bunyan and all those old folk tales. And I'll tell you something else I really enjoy and grew up on it, and I don't think anything can beat it. And that's those stories of faith from the good book, David and Goliath and Jonah and all of those. So might do a little reading on a separate spot down the road. I always enjoyed it. I guess that's where I got my love of it in broadcasting and just talking. Sometimes I talk too much. Y'all remember the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew and all that? Kimberly, we'd always go fishing during the summer, and me and Mama would be on the boat getting after it, and Kimberly'd be on the end of the boat reading. But that's all right. That was her love, and that's what she enjoyed doing. And now she's taking that passion and passing it on to another generation of kiddos. Really admire what our teachers do. They have a big influence on our culture, don't they? Sometimes their hands are a little bit too tied, but they figure out ways to work around it, don't they? But anyway, that's I think I just moved the hedge from right there to right there. Now I got to pick all this up. This privet is the worst thing to burn, even when it's dry, because it's so spindly that the flames really don't get up on it like it needs to. I got a little trick up my sleeve. I'm not going to show it to y'all because I don't want to be liable. But a neighbor showed it to me about a Coke can and gas. It works. But I've got high respect for that gasoline. So I'm not going to attempt to show you how it works, because one of y'all will try it and get hurt, and then I'll be in a mess. So just trust me, it works. I had to go down to Aunt Bonnie's this afternoon and set an old stump on fire with that method. She's been burning and clearing for years. Of course, she was kind of mind blown when I touched that fire to that gas and it didn't explode. But it got the stump on fire, so that's the main thing. Another beautiful sunset here in East Texas, and here it is, December. Love this month. Love this month. Sure, a reason to celebrate. Greatest gift God sent His Son. So it's going to be a good month of giving and kindness, and the world just seems a little better this month. So hope y'all have plans this holiday for family and friends, and just celebrating the real reason. But we got another rogue chicken out here this evening. Said I ain't scared. That one will probably whoop that hawk. We ain't had no more problems with him, so the little simple solution string across the top of the chicken coop did the trick. Well, let me do a little roll call. Hey, there's my buddy from the Philippines. How are you, sir? Mr. Foster, originally from Nacogdoches. Let's see here, we'll read off everybody real quick. And I think I'm gonna go back out to my little thinking spot. Give it a shot. I'm already looking forward to a cup of coffee and a sunrise. See, it comes up right over here. And thought I'd leave enough hedges up just to kind of knock some of that road noise down. Y'all can hear it ain't doing the best job, but that's all right. I'll just be back here in my laughing place. Couldn't be a better spot on the place, I don't guess. Old tree that's older than Texas. Some days my knees after doing all this feels the same way. Let's see who we got on here this evening. Wisconsin, Miss Bobby, Bobby, how are you? And my buddy Tim. I did get the path cleared, Tim. I sure did. Like a dummy, I just cut myself in and didn't leave myself a way out. That's happened before. Boy, look at, I got smudge marks, and looks like I'm gonna go to war or something. I went to war on them bushes. And there's Allie, Peter Cottontail. Maybe you will. Have to read about old Peter Cottontail, as long as he stays out of my garden. There's Patricia from North Carolina, and Sandra, how are you? Melinda. Yep, Foster, I met you all. Yep, Nancy Drew, all of them, and Hardy Boys, and that was some good reading. Kathy Reed, yes ma'am, it's been a beautiful day. Not a cloud in the sky. Sandy from North Georgia. My buddy Shane, how are you, buddy? All right. Got to get down there and creep up on one of them big old bucks you got on your place. I've been seeing your pictures. That's good stuff. Got a big high fence ranch down in South Texas. Let's see. Sandy, been out rain pulling up hedge bushes. Yeah, I pulled up most of these. It was a good time to do it with it so moist out here. These old privet hedges, once they're a certain size, you can pull them right out. You got to figure out which angle the roots run. You got to do a little twist. If you find the right angle, it'll come right on up. But anyway, I think I'm gonna enjoy this fire and think about what all this oak has seen. Sure seen more than I have. Maybe I can learn something from it. All right, y'all have a. I know, Shane. I know. I got to get down there, brother. Time for wasting. But too busy up here cleaning hedgerows. Maybe we'll fix that soon. All right, brother. Y'all have a good evening and be the light. Hope y'all gonna go celebrate your faith somewhere tomorrow. Be a good way to start December. After all, it's about crisis season, so might be a good way to start, huh? All right. Oh, hey, Melinda. Oh, by the way, thanks for all the Christmas card addresses. I think I'll probably write them right here on this table. Y'all be all right with that? So this will be a good spot to write out a few Christmas cards. So we'll get those out here in the next, my goal is next weekend get them out in the mail. So we'll get it done. I might even give you a little pouch of dirt from under this old tree. If I can work it out right. Have you a little piece of Texas, huh? Y'all have a good evening, and we'll talk with you, I guess. May not get on tomorrow, but we'll be around Monday or so. Y'all be the light. Make a difference.